Hello everyone and welcome to the relegation match between the Cincinnati Lions and not the Augusta Gnomes. Every time, this always happens, you know, it's the wrong team name, you know, poor production. Here I am changing it to the Irvine Dragons as it's supposed to be. And also I'm going to have to probably change the sides because that's wrong because we've got the Lions on the attack on this side of the map combined. Cincinnati Lions versus the Irvine Dragons. So let me go and fix that real quick. Excellent. So all squared away, and right now we do have the Irvine Dragons being represented by Trix, Ace, Hyperion, T1 Uwu, and then the Cincinnati Lions by God, Polish Demon, Z Comrade, 18, also known as Breen. You may remember him. Soy and Goose, also known as Sunny. And right now we do only have one player remaining for the Irvine Dragons, as they are hoping to stay in this fight. We'll go ahead and get to a Lions player here, watching Z Comrade.
Here.
The spike has been dropped, and that is going to be a first-round win for the Cincinnati Lions. The Cincinnati Lions have played the Irvine Dragons before, most recently in the Winter Cup, where they did beat them, but it was a close game. It was a 13-8 score prior to the end of that, you know, at the end of that match. And right now, these are the two teams that are fighting. May see some action here with Goose. Goose with the shotgun. Oh, but runs around the corner a little too early while flipping his knife. So make sure to tease him about that. This is not the first time that has happened to him. And Soy with the final pick of that match is going to bring the Cincinnati Lions to a 2-0 lead. As always, please let me know if there are any issues or concerns with the audio. Wouldn't be the first time that my production skills have failed me in some way, shape, or form, but I want to make sure you guys are getting the full experience and are able to watch your players compete in this match. We do have Soy with the spike. It does look like she is heading over a little bit towards the B side, but a little bit of a spread attack here coming from the Cincinnati Lions. Very similar opening from Z Comrade. We'll see if it's met with the same level of success as last match. You'll see that the players on the B side are kind of just chilling at the moment, waiting for a little bit of comms, I believe, as to which side they should commit to. The Lions already down one player. Need to even up the odds. That Viper Wall does go down, cutting off that line of sight. And that was great. Being able to hide behind that wall as that dog ran by. I'm not sure the Dragons know the Z Comrade is here. And I know that there's action going on over at the B side, but I want to see if there's going to be a pick. Nope, no pick at this time. All right, so we're going to go ahead and move over here to God Polish Demon, who does go down to Ace, leaving only Z Comrade as the last remaining Lion. Whoa, some quick moves, but unfortunately does go down to Ace as well, closing the gap for the Irvine Dragons with a 2-1 score. It's good to see everyone tuning in. Does look like we have a good number of viewers. Welcome. Right now, what you are watching is the relegation tournament to make sure that the Lions maintain their position in the Platinum Division of XP League. The Platinum Division being the top 8 teams in the league. They play in a separate round-robin format than the other teams. Z Comrade likely to be first in contact again, so we'll pay attention real briefly to him.
Going up. Here.
18 moving up. Ooh, T1 Uwu taking down Z Comrade. 18 unable to get that trade right off the bat. But this is going to trigger, I think, a little bit of a forward movement here on the B side. Ooh, does get a piece of Tatum, but Goose does not take them down. Grenade getting a little bit more health off. But no picks on the B side. Now we do see the rest of the Irvine Dragons rotating over to that location. Goose likely to get a jump here on this player, but oh my goodness. Nice shot. There's that knife flip again. Gotta love it. Now the spike is dropped. There's only 2 Lions to the 4 Dragons. Are they going to be able to keep this offense going? They really have no room to go to another site. Goose taking down Ace, keeping up those odds a little bit. It's 2v2 right now. Using that hole in the wall to get a grenade poked through. Ooh, 1v1. Is Goose going to be able to do it? Does pick up the spike. Only 14 seconds remaining. Needs to get it down. Does do a little feint.
10 seconds left.
Oh, he's going to go for the spike, and he's going to get shot, and he does. Hyperion takes down Goose and evens up the score 2v2. Dingus. Is my my mic not working well? I see that you're saying that it was turned up a little bit, an octave. Maybe my voice has just gotten higher. Alrighty. We are getting into the next round. Neck and neck, 2v2. First to 13 is going to take this relegation match home. Goose coming around. Not sure if he heard Uwu. Boom! There it is. Goose, great shot. Going to continue moving forward, but that Gecko making a mess of this hallway where the entirety of the Lions are. Now the Lions maintaining position. Curious to see if they're going to make sure that they push A or if they're might be rotating around a little bit. Does look like Goose is going to be applying just a little bit of pressure, just making sure that no one comes up from their back. Z Comrade putting down the wall. The Dragons were slowly rotating towards the B side, but they saw that go down and thought, okay, hey, maybe they are going to make a committing move over here on the A site. So it does appear they're not entirely sure where the Lions are, but they know now. Trick's getting 2 players with that burst, getting both Z Comrade and Soy. Does not set up well for the Lions. The Lions do have 30 seconds, though. They've got a little bit of time. Goose getting down Ace. Does make it 3v3.
Watch them run.
And here comes Polish Demon. Getting the spike planted on the B side with that teleport. Okay, so spike is down. Right now, he is alone over here on the B side. Gonna slap down some smokes. Ooh, just barely missing Hyperion. And now it's just a scrappy fight. Now, right now, the defuse is happening, and it's happening quickly. Are they going to be able to get there and cancel it? And they're not. A clutch victory by Hyperion. Oh, wait. Hold up. No. Hyperion did get that and then died. That was very, very close. So close, I was very confused, actually. I was like, hey, did that actually happen?
Here.
But it did, and right now the Irvine Dragons are leading 3-2.
Here.
Going into this, I think both teams knew it was going to be a close game, having just played recently within the past couple of weeks. And that game was a nail-biter as well. We have Soy with the spike. Gecko making a mess. Z Comrade shooting through some of the smoke here. Trying to get a piece off Tricks and Ace, who are trying to hold down this corridor. Here comes the dog. Now Ace gets Z Comrade, but Polish Demon gets the trade. So still neck and neck, but only 3 players for the Lions as Goose goes down to Uwu. And now it looks like we've got the... Yeah, that's right, Papa Bear. Nothing more fun than Goose with a shotgun. And I know I'm 2 minutes behind on the chat. We do have a delay just to prevent any type of issues or you know, problems with people observing a match that's ongoing. Okay, 18. You know, sneaking around here. The whole team sneaking around. They do have a little bit of time, but you know, the Irvine Dragons, they are showing pretty good discipline in the sense that they're okay with running out the clock, right? The clock is on their side. Green shooting through some walls. Gets the bot. Ooh, but Hyperion getting Soy. Hyperion being an absolute menace. Got Polish Demon getting 1 pick, 2 pick. Does go down. That does leave 18 to take out 2 players, but goes down to Tricks. And that's going to be a 4-2 lead for the Irvine Dragons. Irvine Dragons absolutely showing why they deserve to be in this relegation competition. Fighting for this spot in the Platinum League. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure they weren't Platinum League last season. If anyone knows for sure, let me know. I don't want to be saying that they weren't and they were the whole time and we're both just fighting for that position. But needless, only one of these teams is going to leave here earning a spot in the top 8. Earning those bragging rights and earning the chance to play in that division. Reason why that's so important, North American Finals only takes the top 8 teams to the LAN tournament in Orlando, Florida, which is going to be happening on the 28th through the 30th of June for any that want to tune into that. 18 trying to get some shots off on Ace. Polish Demon, everyone in contact right now. Soy does get the first blood on Ace. And 18 with a couple of shots there as well is going to tip the scales in the Lions' favor. And here comes Goost with a judge. And shotguns everything. Oh, but has to reload. Hyperion again, proving to be an absolute menace to the Lions. Takes down Goose, but I don't see how Hyperion is going to be able to make this happen. With almost no health, out of position. Hyperion, I think, understands that as well and does run away. And this is going to be a detonation for sure. Soon we'll see the Lions probably run away from this just to maintain their equipment. Yep, here we go. Everyone getting out of dodge. Jumps through the portal. And boom goes the dynamite. And that's going to be a 4-3 score in this match. Actually, listening in, my voice does sound like I sucked on a bunch of helium balloons or something. Let me check what's going on with the audio. Thanks for the feedback on that. Let me know if it still sounds like my voice is super, super high. In real life, it's not. So what I can do is I can probably switch microphones here. And actually, I'm just going to do that right now. All right, there. I'm just going to switch to this microphone. Let me know if this is any better or worse than what we were experiencing before. But listening in on the stream, it did sound like, you know, a chipmunk was casting it. So just want to make sure everyone has a decent experience. We do have the spike being initiated by Soy. Does go down. And again, we have Hyperion as the last remaining member of the Irvine Dragons as they are trying to push,
Healing over here.
or trying to prevent the Lions from tying up this game. And Hyperion does go down to Z Comrade as the last remaining player, and we have a tied game, ladies and gentlemen. This is apparently going to be a scrappy fight the entire way
Let me know
through.
if you need healing.
I can buy. Coward.
Yo, it absolutely cracks me up that my voice sounded that way. I keep monitoring the stream on how it was sounding, and I don't know what setting I have on or what is going on. But yeah, that's ridiculous. It sounds like fast forwarded. Okay, cool. Back to the action. We've got Goose with a shotgun, poking a corner. We got Ooh. Oh my gosh, the knife flip. Goose, you almost blew it, but he got the shotgun shot. 2 enemy players do go down. Grenade going out. Good grenade. Good boost around the corner, but does get taken out by Tricks. 3v2. Soy getting the plant off. Boom. Plant is down. It's a 2v2 match, but we have that Hyperion player that always seems to be a thorn in the lion's side. So we got Polish Demon. He's got Soy. Uh-oh. Soy getting a little stunned. Man, it seems like it's going on forever, and Ace takes down Soy, and Hyperion gets Polish Demon, and that is going to be a defuse, putting the Irvine Dragons back up on the scoreboard with a 5-4 score.
Watching this spot.
Wow, the microphone still sounds awful.
Oh, this is a mess. This should do. That goes there. This goes here. Yes, this should do.
Wow, it still sounds like I'm gonna be messing with audio for a second, so we're gonna go without commentation for just a little bit.
Cage triggered.
Welcome to my world.
Alright, hopefully this is better. If not, then we're just going to go with Chipmunk commentating, and we'll go from there. Right now, 18 is the last player remaining. Does get 3 players, though. Now it's a 1v1. It single-handedly turning the tide of this. Shooting through those boxes, there was a chance for him to just clear up the rest of the players for the Irvine Dragons.
10 seconds left.
Where is everyone hiding?
All right, still 1v1. And 18, also known as Breen, with the clutch victory there, is going to tie up the score 5-5. Great job by 18. Now we are coming up close to the swap, right? So coming up soon, not this match, but I believe the next match, or next round, we'll have the swap from offense to defense. And we'll have to see if the Lions can tilt the scales in their favor on that front. Now we do have the Viper Wall prepped over on the A side again. I like that they're continuing to do that same thing every time. Just shows a similar frontage to the defending team, so they have no idea if anything's changed, right? Like, the Viper Wall's down, but they are going B side, and Goose poking around the corner, getting T1 Uwu after that player did get Z Comrade. So we are sitting at 4v4. 18 takes down Ace. And here comes a boost with a bazooka. Boom! There we go. Goose with Hyperion. That gives God Polish Demon the opportunity to take Tricks down. And there's only one defending player that is about to come in contact with Goose right here. Spike has been planted. Who's going to win this? Goose clicking on faces. Perfect. 6-5 in favor of the Cincinnati Lions.
Last round in the half.
All right, so this is what I was talking about. This is the last round before the swap, right? So after this round, we are going to see offense and defense change sides. All the economies, all the weapons and armor and everything that has been received to this point being taken away and stripped from all the players. And they'll be starting from ground zero. And with a tied game or something super close, it's going to matter. Dang it. Listening in on the audio, I still sound like a chipmunk. So, big bummers there. Hopefully it's not too nails on a chalkboard feeling. But definitely going to need to figure that out. All right, a little bit of slow playing going on here. Z Comrade moving around the A side, does get taken out by Trix. But we have a lot of players hanging out over towards the B side. And it does look like they're initiating that push now. Ooh, Soy getting taken down by Uwu. God Polish Demon getting taken down by Uwu. Uwu just wreaking havoc. Right now it's 5v2. This is going to be a tough one for the Lions to come back from. Right now, Goose with the spike. Looks like 18, drawing attention up towards the high ground. Needs to get a pick. Unable to do so. We got a dog coming through a portal. And here comes Iris, or Trix. I don't know why I said Iris. It looked like Iris on the screen. Trix does take down 18. Goose takes down Tatum.
10 seconds left.
But the defenders take it. And so right now we are 6-6 as we go into the swap.
Switching sides.
But now, we have the Lions on defense.
I'll make them remember. They're only human.
So we'll go ahead and see how this plays out for them. Looks like they are splitting up in kind of a 2-3 format. They do have 18 and Z Comrade on the B site. The remaining 3 players on the A side. Maybe Z Comrade's going to head over there too after dropping that Viper Wall, doing a little swap here with Soy. Soy's going to come over here, hang out with 18. And we'll have to see what this A site push from the Irvine Dragons ends up looking like. That does seem to be the direction that they are intending to go. But as we saw with the Lions, and what's not terribly uncommon with this map is they'll push up around that corridor, right there to like the left of the A site if you're looking at the map, and then they'll kind of rotate from there. But it does look like, you know, they shot the flashbang out. They got the dog going. The utilities are happening, so they are happy with just continuing this push. Now, strangely enough, we have the Lions able to kind of sandwich them, pinch them on this A location, but they are down 1 player. So Z Comrade waiting for the rotation from the remaining 2 Lions that are coming over from the B site. Now they're going to start clearing these corners.
Poison orb emitting. Here.
And it's known. It's known that all of the dragons are over here. 18 and Soy taking out 2 of the enemy players. Z Comrade running around is behind, is going to be able to take out Uwu, but not if Goose takes them down first. And right now there are no remaining Irvine Dragons on the field, and Soy is going to get that defuse, and that's a defender victory this round with 7-6 score in favor of the Cincinnati Lions. So ideally, best case scenario, we have the Lions go through on the defense here and really start picking up momentum as opposed to it going back, forth, back, forth. Does look like the Dragons had to send someone back for the spike. Looks like they're trying to determine who that's going to be that's carrying it.
Here.
Codesbane, thank you for saying audio's not that bad. Not sure if that's whether it sounds normal or if you are enjoying the chipmunk sounding voice. I know when I was listening to it just periodically throughout the stream, it sounded really, really bad. So I'll have to double check it after the fact, but we're going to just carry on. .18, not quite getting any visibility here. Okay, does see one, does know that they're coming through now. Ooh, a lot of hits. Tricks taking down Soy. Wow, Hyperion getting aggressive, just jumping on top of the container. Taking down 18 in the process. Now Ace has to spike down. It's time to portal across. So we do have God Polish Demon. We've got Soy. No, we got Polish Demon, Goose, and Z Comrade as the remaining Lions players to try to take the Dragons down. And they are sitting at a full 5 stack with the spike down.
Last player standing.
Last player standing, Z Comrade, does prevent it from being a flawless victory. Does take 2 down, but does go down in a hail of bullets, and that's going to continue to keep the game tied at 7-7.
Here.
Okay, similar defense. Not really seeing a mix-up of the agents or anything along those lines. And as far as it looks for the Dragons, it does look like they're going to push that corridor again. That corridor where, you know, Z Comrade and Goose are hanging out this time. Last time it was pretty barren when they did this attack. There was really no one there. But identifying that this is a play that the Dragons like to run, it does look like the Lions are much more prepared for it. 2 Dragons going down right off their initial push is going to slow down this attack. And we do see a rotate. Looks like 18 is coming over. Looks like Soy's still hanging out on the B side, making sure that there's no surprises, as there hasn't been a whole lot of visibility. Now Z Comrade does take down Tatum, and Ace takes down Z Comrade. Nice trade there. And right now, trades are good. Trades are fine for the Lions, as long as they can keep the number advantage in their favor, especially with 2 additional agents. That's going to be huge. Now, the rotate is happening. We do see the Dragons pushing the B side. And what you saw there was 18 checking his camera that he had left over on that side. Ooh. And we got Uwu jumping in with a teleport, getting that plant off for the Dragons. And Soy. Likely going to, I don't know, kind of slow playing it, waiting for the rest of the players to show up. 18 trying to get some visibility. But it looks like Soy probably saw it with the dog. Ooh, popping out. Does take down Soy, but Goose with the trade. Now there's only 1 remaining Dragon, but that remaining Dragon has just made it a 1v1 situation after taking down 18 and God Polish Demon. If Goose can just get 1 bullet off on this last remaining Dragon player, Ace will go down, and there it is, and here comes the defuse. And I think there's enough time. I'm not perfect on how long for each beep, but that's the defuse. 8-7, Cincinnati Lions. Great plays, great defense. And you can even see here, like, look at the win-loss in the middle of this. Like, it's just a couple wins here, a couple wins there. Neither team really picking up any drastic amount of momentum, with the exception of rounds 3 through 6 for the Dragons. So, would like to see a nice little streak, at least get a 2 ahead of the Dragons for the Lions. Because when you do get to 13, which is the score that both teams are looking for, you can only really win. You only win if you're 2 ahead of the opponents. So you can't have a 13-12 victory. It's got to be at least 2 ahead. And in the event that we do get a score that's 13-12, it would carry on. It would move forward into overtime until that 2-round lead has been secured. Now 18 taking all the hits there. Oh, great shot through the smoke. Does take down Tricks.
I know exactly where you are.
But now we are seeing Ace get the plant off. And there's only 3 Lions to fight this off. Some bullets going through the walls. Z Comrade has the shotgun with the Judge. Did get a little piece of Tatum, but does go down. Ace taking down Polish Demon is going to remain Goose, but Goose, after taking down Ace, is knocked out by Tatum. And again, we have another tied game. Now, I'm wondering if we're going to see a change-up at all from the Lions. It does look like they're continuing to keep their similar compositions at both sites. And it looks like they did change it up this time. They've got 3 over at the B site, 1 over at the A site. It does look like Soy is heading that direction. You can see in the chat too, potential tech issues might be creeping up here soon. And we got Tricks taking down Goose early. Dog is going to give some intel. They know the push is coming. They know the push is coming at A. And Soy's just going to try to buy some time, but gets taken out as well. Here comes Polish Demon, but Tatum is right there, waiting. Okay, Z Comrade and Polish Demon taking 2 players down. Does give the Lions the numerical advantage, but that spike is just ticking away, and Ace was waiting.
Last player standing.
So was Hyperion. It's time for Z Comrade to make it happen. There's still enough time here, but that time is ticking away.
Enemy remaining.
1 down. Oh, so close. And the Dragons are ahead 9-8 at the conclusion of this round. Yo, I don't know who Mr. Pickles is in the chat, but I love that your name is Mr. Pickles. All right, moving on. We've got a little bit more of a centralized push this time. I don't know if we've really seen this a whole lot as like a full bore 5-stack up the middle towards that high ground on the B side, but it looks like we're about to see it now from the Dragons. And again, almost like a mispick on where to put the Legends. Now 18 is going to see them coming, but there's only 2 Legends here at the moment. Again, similar. This is similar to what Soy had to deal with last round. When she was hanging. Ooh, nice pick through the smoke. We call this a spray and pray. And not only a pick, but the spike has been dropped. So the team is rotating for the Dragons, but I'm not sure if they're aware that no one has the care package. No one's got the goods.
Cage triggered.
So they're going to have to come back. And 18, kind of anticipating that, is just shooting through this wall, knowing like, hey, you're going to have to come here. And it seems like the Dragons are doing just that. They're coming back. 18 getting some shots off on Hyperion. Trick's able to pop out and get goosed. Now, the Lions are getting a little aggressive here, which is fine, because there's only 1 player remaining, and they have to get that spike. And you can see here, Soy is just, like, puppy-dogging this spike. There's no way that this is going to happen. And I think that the Dragons know that. You see the player just kind of chilling on the map. And you see the Lions just shooting at every avenue of approach as possible. So, again, we have a tied-up game. 9-9. You know, I knew tonight's game was going to be a long one. I knew it was going to be an absolute brawl, and it did not disappoint. All right. Does look like there is a tech pause at this time. One of the players has got a good amount of lag going on. Never a good time, and we don't want that for our opponents at all. Want to make sure we're having a good match where everyone is as capable as possible. And so this is kind of what's been happening, though, as well. So, you know, if we take this time and just look at what's going on, we've been having the 2 Legends over here, or the 2 agents over here on the B site, and it's been kind of mixed, right? Sometimes it's been the Viper, sometimes it's been, you know, Soy, hanging out on this site. They have been, you know, changing it up based on what they think the opponents are going to do, what the Dragons are going to do. But the Lions have guessed rather incorrectly, I think, a few times. You know, they've loaded the B side with 4, and then they would just hard push A, get a couple of the picks of whoever was lightly defending that. And so
Honestly, what I think the Lions may benefit from would be almost like maybe a more forward defense or a more, you know, farther back defense, but something where it either stifles their ability to hard charge early up on the map or gives them the reaction time and maneuver space they need to rotate if they do want to play a little bit more passively, and bring them into the zones that they want them to be in. So, right now we do see a hard A push through that corridor. We've got a dog running into a bird and Hyperion running into Soy. Soy goes down. And again, they're having to rotate back towards the A site from the B site as that spike has been planted, and they know this is where the fighting is going to happen. Trix is about to pop around the corner, but Polish Demon, quick on the trigger finger, does take Trix down. Whoa. Goose getting a good spot on Tatum on the high ground. Now the numerical advantage is in the favor of the Lions. Can they keep it?
Last player standing.
And it's all on Goose. Goose throwing the ball. Whoa! Jumping straight into that smoke. Does get blazed down by Uwu. He was able to save Hyperion, which was Goose, I think, primary target. And that's going to put the Dragons at a 10-9 lead. Again, you know, absolutely neck and neck this entire time.
Out of charges.
Could not have asked for a better matchup when it came to this relegation tournament. I know whichever team doesn't win is going to be an absolute menace in the Gold League for sure.
There.
This relegation match definitely proving that both of these teams on a very equal standing ground when it comes to skill and strategy at this map. 18 just peering into that high ground, is about to see some legend. Or I keep saying legends. Playing too much Apex.
Cage triggered.
Alright, visibility is down and blocking. 18, I kind of like the move here, just pushing up against this wall. Not where anyone's going to expect. And it does look like the Dragons are just continuing to hold this. I was kind of expecting a little bit of a rotate. And it does look like that's happening. Okay, so the rotate is coming. Looks like the Lions have kind of anticipated that as well, with Goose and Soy holding down the A site. I do think it's going to be Goose who's going to be the likely first contact. He does hear these utilities.
30 seconds left.
Whoa, gets blinded real bad. Tatum and Trix taking down the defenders on the A site.
Spike
That is going to give them the opportunity to get that spike down.
Toxin screen down.
And here goes 18, just killing as many as he can. Trix and Tatum go down before Uwu finishes him
Last
off.
player standing.
Z Comrade trying to get one to his name as well. And Polish Demon, the last remaining Lion, gets taken out by Hyperion. And so now for the first time in a long time, we see a separation by 2 rounds in the favor of the Dragons, 11-9. And you know, the pressure is on. The closer we get to that final score of 13, it's starting to feel a little bit scary. It's got to be a little bit nerve-wracking for the Lions, who have been neck and neck, leading at certain points in this matchup, being 2 behind with the end in sight. Because all the Dragons need at this point is 2 more round victories, and they can go home and gear up for their first Platinum match this upcoming Saturday. But the Lions doing everything they can to prevent that and stay in the league, stay in the division. I have no doubt are going to play their hearts out in this last couple of rounds. Now, huge push coming in here. Not sure if the Lions are aware. They are now. And Z Comrade goes down in a hail of bullets. 18, kind of alone and unafraid. Putting down some line of sight blocking utilities in order to hopefully isolate a couple of these players. Does get Uwu. Right off the rip. Ace. Oh, I thought he was going to get that. Now we do see Goose coming in. getting a couple of kills,
Enemy remaining.
and there's only one dragon remaining. So what originally looked like a rough situation, the Lions have come back from, and Goose getting Hyperion is going to be able to secure this victory. And the defenders win. Lions up from 11-9 to 11-10.
You're up. Stay safe. We're going back in.
Okay, so we see an A-side push coming from the Dragons. We know that that's going to be the initial onset. Right now, we do have a situation where the Lions actually have 3 players on the sides that they're pushing. And what we've seen from them in the past was right here where that Viper wall just went down. That's generally where they've been pushing really hard. What we're seeing now is that they're actually pushing that far right-hand side and taking Goose down, who was watching that corner. So we'll have to see what Polish Demon can do. Right now he's got a bunch of ooze on his face, and so he does have to teleport out. Is aware of Ace over there. Does take down Hyperion, which is good. Ace taking down Soy, but the trades are happening left and right, but they're all in favor of the Lions. Only one remaining Dragon on the field, and they know exactly where Uu is. Oh, but that's not enough. Uu taking down Polish Demon is going to leave it to Z Comrade. Can they make it happen? And they do. Z Comrade getting that final pick and the defuse is going to bring the score to 11-11. I wouldn't be shocked if we had an overtime match in this relegation match. Couldn't have asked for a better game. Couldn't have asked for a better game from 2 phenomenal teams duking it out. And we finally have our first time out of the game being triggered by the Irvine Dragons. And I'm curious to see what they're cooking up, you know. But this also gives a minute to the Lions as well to kind of discuss, strategize, take a breather, drink a sip of water as we go into the last few rounds of this match. Both teams, if either team goes 2-0 in the next 2 rounds, then that is going to be good night for us, and we'll see which team ends out successful and in the Platinum Division. .23 seconds left as we're watching this countdown, and I'm looking at that sweet knife that Z Comrade is holding. It does look like on the mini map, you know, the initial kind of setup for the Dragons before they called the timeout is going to be this left-hand side towards the B site. And what we've been seeing time and time again at the B site pushes that they've been doing is that they generally get it, right? I mean, 18 usually sees the push coming from the high ground with a camera, but then they usually come in very hard with all 5 players, and it becomes a re-secure game for the Lions. But you know what? They have changed it up. It does look like they're going the A side again, and they are going around that far right-hand side, and we've adjusted as well on the Lions side. Well, maybe we're seeing a little bit of a readjust.
Cover going out.
Now, cover has gone down. We've got a dog going through. Goose doesn't have a shotgun, so he's not going to have a good time. Goose likes 2 things in this world. 3 things. He likes changing his username. He likes shooting with shotguns. And he likes, there's a 3rd thing. Oh yeah, flipping his knife and running around corners into bullets. So give him plenty of loving, compassionate teasing about all those things. Right here we do have 18. Not sure, he's not going to hear anything from the other side of this wall. But we do have the entirety of the Dragons team going into an uncontested B site. So, kind of, it's kind of what we predicted. Oh, please turn on that camera again. Oh, he's not going to. But Polish Demon is going to see it. And everyone sees that the plant is going down, knowing it's not on the A site. We're going to start seeing this rotation heavily come from the Lions. 18 getting a great pick on Ace around that corner. Goose with 2 picks to his name before he goes down.
1 enemy remaining.
And there's only 1 Dragon left, but they don't know where he is. 18 going for a little feint. And there we go. The last remaining Dragon has been taken out. 18's going to get that defuse, and we are going to be sitting at an 11-12 score in favor of the Cincinnati Lions. Defenders win the round. Love it. Love to see it.
Match point.
Also, if anyone's watching and you're not a follower, please follow. We're sitting at 99 followers. It'd be really cool if we hit 100. Just a fun little number there. Get to the triple digits. Just happened to notice that. And if you were a follower and left because I sound like a chipmunk, apparently, I am sorry. You know, some people like it. I think the Chipmunks have an entire Christmas album, in fact. So this could be like a thing.
Wrong buddy out.
Even though it feels like more of just a technical issue. Which I'm prone to. Alright, so we do have a push. A little bit. A patient push, I'll call it. From the Dragons as they're kind of poking around the A site. Now, there is that Viper wall that's cutting off kind of visibility. I don't know if it's been activated yet. But it is there and available to the Lions. I guess we can check this screen and see. Well, no, maybe not. All right, so we see smoke go down on the A site, and it's clear that the intent there is to just get attention, right? Force a rotate from the, well, I thought at least they were going to push A, or I'm sorry, B, and now they're rotating back to the A site. So, we're back to our original setup.
Got your trail.
No players have been taken out yet, but we've got abilities going on like crazy. We just saw Tatum fly through the air. Hyperion got Polish Demon after the distraction. Wow, the Dragons are coming in with a purpose. 2 Lions remaining, and they've been pushed off the A site, and that spike is down. So, curious to see if Goost and 18 have what it takes to resecure this A site, eliminate all these Dragons. There goes 1. There goes 2. Oh. 3 are down. There's 2 left. Oh, man. But 18 gets knocked right around that corner. We're sitting at a 12-12 match. So what that means, right, is we cannot end with someone scoring 13. We are going into overtime. That's where we're at. Whoever wins is going to have at least 14 round wins. Perfect match for a relegation game. Wouldn't have it any other way. Except for a 13-0 Lions victory. I think that's a good way to go. You know, actually, I take it back. I take it back. Yo, XPJ, what's up? Good to see you in the chat. Hope your game went well as well.
That goes there.
Okay. I'm starting to get nervous. I'm sweating. And I'm looking at the wrong team. No, I'm not. Here we are. We're on attack now. It threw me for a loop. When you go into overtime, you bounce back and forth. So right now, it is going to be the Lions on the offense, and then they'll go defense and offense and defense. It doesn't happen terribly often in XP League that we're in overtime. But we are in that boat now. Ooh, tripwire. Definitely gets tripped by Soy.
Spike down, B.
And that spells disaster for her. And she did have the spike. Ace taking down God Polish Demon. Not looking great for the Lions. Ooh, really untimely peek around that corner for Goost. And there are only 2 remaining Lions left with the spike on the floor with 48 seconds left. What can they do? We're going to find out. As 18 tries to hit from another avenue of approach here. Going for these longer angles. We've got Goost following suit. And you can see up in the minimap the entirety of the Dragons just staring at that spike. It's got like 4 different players just staring straight at it. Getting through here is going to be really tough. Now, shot has been fired. They know which direction they're coming from now, but not a single movement from the Dragons. Because why need to? Here we go. They got the spike. They picked it up. 10 seconds remaining. Gonna need to get aggressive here, but unfortunately that doesn't pay off for the Lions. And we are down 13-12. One more match for the Dragons finishes this in their favor. The Lions have to win this round. Ideally, the next 3. The best case scenario for the Lions is they win the next 3 rounds to secure a victory. So right now, the Dragons definitely sitting with an advantage as we're in this overtime situation. Overtime match point. That's what it's referring to, is the fact that the Dragons only need one round to win. Many of these players have been playing in the Platinum League already. Definitely don't want to be knocked out of it. But it is great to see the talent in XP League. And these players just playing their heart out. See Comrade getting some abilities up into that high ground is going to force them to go to the A site, but the Lions are rotating away.
Toxin screen down.
I think that might be a little bit of nerves coming into play. Now Goose with an Odin. Here we go. Oh my gosh, he looks at the wrong corner. If he just looks at the other side, then he could just let loose with that thing. Okay, now he's hearing some of the movement.
Spike planted.
Oh my gosh, he is right in the middle of all these players. The rest of the lines are showing up. Come on, I just want to see this Odin just start spraying. 18 taking down Ace. Goose getting Hyperion. Odin for the win. Goose just spraying it down. Has a bazooka. Doesn't quite hit Uwu.
Player standing.
Uwu teleporting away. No, come on. There we go. Goose gets him. Is going to get this defuse, and it's going to be tied back up. 13-13. That match point is going to go away. And then it's going to be on these teams. Whoever can get 2 wins first, ideally, will finish this round out. We are getting a bargain deal on some Valorant gameplay tonight, as we are going deep into overtime. All right, so right now, Cincinnati Lions back on the offense. No one picking up the spike. Someone's going to get the spike. There we go. Soy's getting the spike. Goose checking his grenade, checking his knife, checking his gun with his cartoon characters painted on it, and a ducky on a swing. Excellent. What's everyone else doing? 18, playing with a butterfly knife.
Here.
Excellent stuff. Very prepared. Here we go. Okay, Lions taking their time. They're prowling. That's what Lions do, right? They prowl. Okay, we got some shots. Looks like they're heading over here. Goose getting into a little bit of a tussle. But that might open up an opportunity for Soy over on this side to peek around. Maybe get some better angles. Is going to shoot off that flash. Get a blinded off. Oh, just barely misses Ace. Right now, one line has been eliminated. Neither team wanting to give up any of these overtime rounds. These rounds just feel so much more important, so much more impactful as the game comes closer and closer to a close. T1 Uwu taking down Goose. The spike going down. Soy almost gets it, but is killed in the process. Polish Demon poking out, but Tatum finishing off the lines is going to put the Dragons back in this match point situation.
Switching sides. Match point.
Lions on the defense. They were able to do it last time. Hoping they can pull it off again. If you just look at these win-losses down the middle of this score screen, it is so back and forth. Definitely made obvious by the score, I guess you could say. It was probably unlikely that someone won 13, then someone won 14. Phenomenal game. All right. Goose always seems to be on the front line. You know, when I pick these players to watch, it's because of who I think is about to fight. Goose likes to be in the fight. He's got the Odin still, too. As he should. You know, there was a little bit of a watch party going on from the Cincinnati Lions before this where they were watching VCT. And there was a lot of Odin play, so I bet that was inspiring a lot of this. Okay, everyone going through the portal, but they did observe it. So, these players, Soy, 18, definitely going to be prepared for it. Now, here comes, oh my gosh, what a great blind. Unfortunately not capitalized on, and Soy is going to go down. 18, getting a good trade from it. Now, the spike has been planted, but the Lions are sitting at a numerical advantage. Hopefully they can keep it. Goose shooting that glass, hoping to get some bullets through. Does get Hyperion, shoots through this crate, forcing them out
Enemy remaining.
right into God Polish Demon's crosshairs. But he goes down. 18, last remaining player is up and is going to get this defuse, and that's going to keep the Valorant going. 14-14 in tonight's match. If you had plans, if you had a makeup Valentine's Day dinner scheduled for tonight, you're going to have to cancel it because we got to see what's going on with these lines. 14-14. You know, I wish both of these teams would just go straight into platinum. It's clearly where both of these teams deserve to be. No matter who wins, it has been a phenomenal showing by everyone involved.
I will find you. Here. Here.
All right. We're off. The Lions chilling. All right, we do see a general drift towards the A side. Everyone's being very quiet, trying to capitalize on not being known where they're going to go. Z-Comrade likely to get into a fight here. I hope he checks this corner to his right. It doesn't look like he's going to, and he's going to go down. Oh, Trix gets the jump on him. That is also going to tip the hat that they are going A side as we see the rest of the push coming in. Trix taking down 18. Goose still's got that Odin. Whoop, and gets ace. But Trix being the problem child for the Lions right now. Being the scar to our Mufasa. That's a terrible joke. I'll never say that again. Trix with another pick, but does go down to God Polish Demon. So, God Polish Demon, 1v2. Oh, but Tatum getting just that extra second by being on that crate is able to finish off the Lions. 15-14. Match point in favor for the Dragons. I don't like saying that anymore. You know, I don't like saying it. I want to say match point Lions. And I bet the Lions do too. The Lions need to win this round. We're at a point where this match can finish at any time. Where it may be over for either team, but right now it is the Dragons who are on the initiative. And off we go. One of the most important rounds for both of these teams. Two have been played in the past several months. We see the push coming towards the A site.
Cover going out.
God Polish Demon trying to shut down that corridor. Ends up doing so. It looks like they're still going to commit to the A site, but they're just going to be on a different side. And here comes Goose with the Odin. I just want to see him spray. 18 does get Trix down. Okay, we did see a portal get used, but Z-Comrade takes him down on the other side. I don't want to curse anything. I don't want to cast or curse nothing. I don't want to jinx anything. I'm going to keep my mouth shut. They're moving over to the B site. They're going to meet at the B site. Got some shooting through some smoke. All right. Oh, no. The scales have been tipped. Dragons sitting at 3-2 with the spike planted. But Goose has an Odin. And he gets ace.
There. One enemy remaining.
One enemy with 18 and Goose, two of some of the most lethal Lions players we have. Trying to track down this Uwu guy. And 18 gets the trade after he knocks out Goose. 18's going to get this defuse, and that is going to put us at 15-15.
Spike defused.
Whew! Yo, I need an assistant. You know what I mean? Like, I need an assistant to go get me some water. Like, fan me off.
Overtime.
Fan me out, fan me off. I don't know. It's like, fan me with something to cool me down, because my stress levels are through the roof. I want this so bad for the Lions. I know they want it. I know if I was playing right now, I'd be just laser beam focused to my monitor screen with my nose touching it. Goose testing his knife. Excellent. It works. 18 testing his knife. It works. Soy. Locked and loaded. Has a bird. Sends the bird. All right. Goose with a shotgun. Doesn't have fun. Soy gets a good shot. Right now, 3v3. But Soy aggressively placing that spike, committing to this A site. And I think that's a good idea. Right now, they do have the good angles. That Hawk, that's a pretty well-placed Hawk. I didn't see what the effects were, but that's where all of the dragons were hanging out. Z-Comrade going for a long loopy-doopy. Loopy-doopy? Yeah, loopy-doopy walk around the A site. Now, A-Team did hear that. Does take down Hyperion. One remaining dragon. And that spike is still down. And there goes the dragons. Okay, so 16-15. And I finally get to say it, right? Match point for the
Switching
Lions.
sides. Match point.
Spoiler alert. What was the spoiler alert for Papa Bear? I don't know what the spoiler alert was. This whole chat thing with 2-minute delay is not conducive for my involvement in the chat. I'm just going to stop looking at it. Keep letting me know if I sound like a chipmunk. And if you don't know what I normally sound like, if it sounds like someone with a high voice, it sounds like a chipmunk. Alrighty. We got the Lions on defense. We've got the Dragons on offense. And we've got the Dragons about to push the A site. But they are taking their time this time. This time, they're trying to wait. They're letting the Lions use their utilities. And you're seeing them, right? You're seeing the smokes go down. We just saw Goose. Well, no, we saw Soy send a dog around the corner without any information gained. And that's when they decide to push. Soy going to be the first one to come in contact. Does see the blind, then doesn't see anything. But now she's back. Sending out her own Hawk. Gets hit by a dog. Gets hit by a bullet. Goes down.
Spike planted.
Spike is down. But Goose has an Odin. Love the Odin. It's like a cheese grater for other players. Now the spike is down though. Definitely not out of the woods, and Hyperion takes Goose down. Polish Demon. And the defuse is actually going out. Z-Comrade getting this defuse. And ladies and gentlemen, I didn't even realize it. That is a Lions victory. The Lions win. The Lions win 17-15. I was so neck deep into what was going on that round, I didn't even realize what the full score was. Congratulations to the Lions. GG's Irvine Dragons. Phenomenal match by both teams. And it looks like the Lions will remain in the Platinum League for this upcoming spring split, which does start Monday. And the first match will likely be next Saturday. So stay tuned. Congratulate your Lions players. GG's, everyone. Phenomenal, phenomenal game. Absolutely a blast to watch. Thank you for watching, and have a good night.